Parshat Koach. In this week's Parsha, we see that Korach argues and makes a big machlokas with Moshe Rabbeinu. And the Torah uses an interesting language. It says, Vayikach Korach, and Korach takes. What did he take? What does that mean he took? Rashi explains that he took the people with his arguments, but I was trying to go a little deeper. What does Vayikach mean? So, Baruch Hashem, it's wedding season, and I was at a wedding last night, and I was thinking, Vayikach, when else do we hear that? That's the language of Kiddushin. The Gemara in Kiddushin, Daf Bet, starts off and says, Kicha, Kicha, to take, Kikach ish isha, as the Pasuk in Dvarim says, to take is the language of marriage. Just trying to figure out, what's the connection between Korach taking and taking a woman? I know I don't think that, Korach was marrying, owned, and all that. But perhaps the idea is that when you're marrying a girl, you're throwing yourself into this, no matter what. I don't know what's going to be in the future, but I'm committed to this idea. And perhaps that's what happened with Korach. He got angry, he got jealous, whatever was motivating, and he decided, come what will be, I'm going to argue on Moshe Rabbeinu. And then he justified afterwards why he was going to argue, but he really threw himself into this idea of why he was right and Moshe Rabbeinu was wrong. And there are times, and this is a great thing, like with marriage, a lot of times when we throw ourselves into certain actions without giving it real thought as to what we should really do, without listening to our heart. And I was thinking about this last week. I was in the shuk, and I went into this store, which on this particular day was very crowded. And I was waiting online, and it was such a long wait. I was getting so frustrated. And then I was thinking to myself, why don't I just leave? There's like 5 other fruit stores. But the end of the day, I was like, well, I've already given 5 minutes. I got to keep going. It's almost my turn. And thank God, eventually I said, no, that's stupid. I just went to a different fruit store. But I was getting into my head, I had committed myself to this idea, whether it was right or wrong, and I didn't want to leave that idea. That's something that a lot of times we do when we're getting into arguments. Sometimes I see on the basketball courts, there's this moment of, should I get into this argument? Should I not get into this argument? There's still a moment I could pull out before I fully invest myself into that silly argument that's just going to go down a road of non-happiness. So my blessing is that we should learn from the mistake of Korach. And before we emotionally get invested in these silly arguments, take a breath and think, am I going to get swept up in this storm? Will I pull back before it's too late? Instead, we should vayikach, we should invest ourselves in mitzvahs, in Torah, and in connection to Hashem. Have an amazing Shabbos. Good Shabbos and Chodesh Tov.